Hey guys, so today I'm here to film my August wrap-up slash September to be read video. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Sorry. Now this month I only read a very pathetic 3 books, so that's kind of not that great for an avid reader like myself, but sometimes you just don't have a lot of time, so sorry if I disappointed you guys. Sorry. So the first book I read in the month of August was Where'd You Go, Bernadette? Now, if you were to randomly go up to me and ask me, Jacqueline, recommend me a book, just any book, I would probably recommend you this one. This book was it was great. It had a lot of heart, but it was also really funny and just really entertaining, and honestly, I just loved it. And I especially liked how unique the format of this book was. The whole story is kind of told through like emails and letters and just like different correspondence that the characters like send to each other. So by reading those like emails and letters and stuff, you kind of like are told a story. So it's just really different, and I just honestly loved it, and I tore through it because it was just really darn awesome. So go buy this. Go buy this. The second book I read this month was Room by Emma Donoghue, and I actually ended up really enjoying it, even though it wasn't like the happiest of stories. For those of you who don't know, I'll give you just like a really brief summary. This is the story of a woman and her son who are kidnapped and living in a room, hence the room, where their captor just kind of keeps them with the bare necessities and just the essentials to survive. And of course, to the woman who was kidnapped at the age of 19, this is like a jail to her, but to her son, who was born here and who's lived in that room for his entire life, it's like his world. And what I particularly liked about this story is that it's told from the 5-year-old son's point of view, Jack, and it's just, his mindset's just really unique, and it's just really different, and it's not like anything I've ever read before. So no, it wasn't happy, and it wasn't a feel-good summer read for me, but I did really enjoy it just because I thought it was really unique and just kind of entertaining, and definitely a page-turner for me. And the third and final book I read in the month of August, I'm sure you guys will all recognize, and that book is Lolita. In general, I really did end up liking this book, but it took me a little while to get into it, and I definitely didn't love it just for a couple things. And I thought for this book in particular, the writing style was just a little harder to get through because it's just kind of like, I don't know, sophisticated or fancy. I don't know, just it's upped up a notch. And the vocabulary is definitely like upped up a notch. Like it's, you know, not the basic writing I'm used to in YA. That's not to say YA is dumbed down or anything. It's just difficult to read adult classics when you're so used to reading YA. And the other thing that was just really hard to get through is the fact that this story is just kind of creepy and wrong sometimes. You just can't really deny that. I knew what the story was about. I knew it was about, you know, like a middle-aged man who fell in love with a young girl, but I always had the impression that Lolita was like 16 or 17, not 12, so that just made it even more wrong. So it kind of took me a little while to get over that and to get through this book, but once you just kind of get used to the writing style and you know what the story's about, it was really interesting, and I am really glad I read it, and I'm really proud of myself for reading classic, because I don't do that a lot, so yay for me. Woo! Yeah, just pat on my back. That kind of hurt a little bit. I just like slapped myself. Now, I'm sure most of you know that September is kind of the month where we all go back to school and homework and responsibilities. So, nah. So, because of that, I'm only going to focus on 2 books in the month of September. The first of those books is Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. I'm gonna show you the cover now because I don't want to hold this iPad anymore. It's heavy. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I honestly kind of decided to read this book on a whim. I had been wanting to read Colleen Hoover's Slam series, which I'm sure you guys have all heard of, for a while, and I really wanted to read it this summer, and then like a week ago, with like just a few days left in the summer, I was like, oh my god, I haven't read Slammed. That stinks. So I started like crunching numbers, trying to figure out if it was possible to like read all 3 books in the Slam series in like 2 days. and it's probably not, so I just kind of gave up on that. And then I noticed that Colleen Hoover had written a couple other books, and Hopeless just really appealed to me, and I figured, you know what, that might be a good book to just read anyway before I dive into the Slam series. So I have started it, and I actually am really enjoying it. I'm really curious to see where it's going, and I'm really curious to just finish it. And I have a feeling I'm really gonna like it, and I have a feeling this is gonna start a really good relationship between me and Colleen Hoover's writing. I have a feeling I'm gonna become addicted to her books. And the second and final book I would like to focus on in the month of September is The Maze Runner. Recently, I've just been seeing like a lot of people talking about this movie. There's a couple actors in it that I really like. I saw a still or two from the set, and for some reason I just got really excited even though I haven't even read the book. So I kind of took that as a sign to read the book. I've heard that it's kind of a bit of a slow start, so I think that'll be good for me because I'll probably have to take my time with it anyway because of school and stuff. So yeah, I figured I might as well just start it now, especially since I'm really excited for the movie, and I figured I should probably be really excited for the book then first. So yeah, kind of pumped to read this. Yeah. It's like bendy. Aww. So there you have it. Those are the books I read in August and the books I plan on reading in September. In the comments below, let me know what your thoughts or opinions or concerns are about any of the books I mentioned at all. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye! So today I'm here to film my... What month is it? Oh my god.